c'est la raison pour laquelle
You see, that's the reason why
dans les religions,
in religions,
dans le bouddhisme par exemple,
in Buddhism, for
l'enseignement,
example,
il est
the
transmis
teaching
à
is
ceux qui
only transmitted to
seuls peuvent
those,
arriver à l'éveil, à
only
se
those
réaliser.
who are able to realize themselves, the
Ils ne font
monks,
plus rien d'autre.
because they don't do anything else.
Et les autres, c'est des pauvres types.
And the others,
qui arriveront à
poor
rien.
fellows, they are good for nothing.
Ils tournent en rond.
They turn,
C'est ça
they go in
l'idée.
circles. That's the
Eh
idea.
bien, dans la quatrième et la
But
cinquième voie, nous
in the
pensons
fourth and
que
fifth waves, we think
c'est possible d'y arriver quand même.
that it's
à condition
possible
d'utiliser
to
les moyens
achieve it
plus
nonetheless, on the condition that you use
C'est-à-dire,
clever methods.
la
That means
condition, l'utilisation
on the condition that you use
de la bonté,
to use goodness,
la vérité,
truth,
la beauté,
and
la
beauty
volonté dans
and will
les actions de tous les
in
instants
the
et tous les jours.
actions of every day and every instant. And you don't need to be a
Tu n'as pas
monk.
besoin d'être quelqu'un qui devient un être sacré.
You don't need to be somebody who becomes a holy person
Pour
in order to
réaliser le sacré.
be able to achieve the sacred. You don't need to become a monk, an untouchable, but that's in fact the contrary, in order to realize the Spirit. Why? Because it's found everywhere. And in everything that you do, you can discover it. And your problem is this mental state, which tells you all the time that it's not true, that there are things that are more important to do, less important, and it's not like that.
Le mental est constamment prisonnier de la dualité.
The mental is always in prey to duality. What's good, what's not good. What's good, what's better, what's less good. But it's not like that. As soon as you're in the presence, everything is good, exactly as it is. And you can connect to the Spirit immediately, no matter what you do. And then afterwards, it becomes a bit more complicated, because that's too simple what I just said. It becomes more complicated because you have a karma. You're still subject to the consequences of the thoughts, the actions, and the acts of the past which have produced suffering, and they come and they create suffering in you and around you, and you have to go beyond that. In order to go beyond that, you need to understand it, that you say to yourself, I'm perfect. Sometimes I feel that way. In balance, when I'm sitting in the structure and everything's good, or when you do this work to be connected again, yes, you're perfect. But sometimes you forget it. Yes? And then you just need to remember it and to find the thing, the trick that allows you to be reborn within yourself. Otherwise, you're overwhelmed by this old karma. And moreover, and what happens? Then you reject it, because at a certain level of understanding, you say to yourself, oh, it's very pleasant for the moment, but at a certain point you try to struggle with it, because you think that it goes against the Spirit that you are, but it doesn't go against it. Nothing goes against it. When you integrate it, and when you live on the basis of the Spirit, of the Spirit with which you are connected, if you do it on the basis of the mental, everything is a struggle. If you live based on the Spirit, nothing is against it. That's what you need to understand. Based on what? Based on what do you live things? Based on the mental or the essence and the Spirit? And when you tell us all about your stories, when things don't go well, it's because you're in the mental. And because suddenly you have the intuition, and when you feel better, it means you're in resonance with the Spirit. It's very simple. It's always like that. That's why one day you have to stop raising so many questions. You come here, make a being. You breathe in a precious moment, and you breathe out, and you smile at someone.
Et parfois, on n'arrive pas à le faire.
And sometimes
Oui, il y en a parmi
you're
vous
not
qui,
able to
là,
do
maintenant,
it.
n'arrivent pas à le
There's some among you who
faire.
can't do it,
Leur humeur négative,
and you
parce qu'ils n'arrivent pas à en
still
sortir.
remain in your
Et là, il faut le
negative
faire plus
mood.
longtemps. Fais bien.
And then you have to do it a bit longer. Do it again.
Il faut le faire une deuxième fois.
A second
Inspire
time.
encore.
You breathe in again,
Et on se concentre bien sur son
and you
inspiration
concentrate
et sur son
on your
expiration.
breathing in and on your breathing out.
Et si 2 fois ne suffisent pas,
And if 2 times are not enough, do it again.
on inspire un moment
Breathe
précieux
in,
encore,
a precious moment,
et on expire.
and you breathe out.
Et 3 fois même peuvent ne pas
And
suffire.
3
Alors, on fait
times
pendant
may
un
not
quart
be
d'heure.
sufficient, and then you do it for 15 minutes. No, don't do that.
On fait pendant un quart d'heure ou une demi-heure.
Or 15 minutes or
Oui,
a half
on
hour.
inspire et on
Yes, you
expire.
breathe in,
Et
you
à un
breathe
moment
out.
donné,
And at a
on est
certain
tout
moment,
proche de l'esprit.
you're very close
Pourquoi?
to the
Parce
spirit.
que dans notre
Why?
inspiration et notre
Because in our
expiration,
breathing in
il y a
and our
une des
breathing out,
manifestations les plus
they're the
importantes de
manifestations
l'esprit à travers ce souffle.
of the spirit
Oui, parce
through
qu'on est
the
vraiment très
breath.
proche de lui.
We're
De toutes ses qualités.
very close to it.
Avec le souffle,
Very close to the
à la
spirit with
fois,
all
on est
its
à
qualities.
l'extérieur et à l'intérieur.
With the breath, we
Il n'y a
are
rien qui est
at the
rejeté,
same time outside
et
and
plus rien
inside.
qui
Nothing is rejected,
bloque.
and nothing is blocked.
Et on
It's
redevient
very simple.
simple, et redevenant
And we
simple,
become simple.
on retrouve le
And
contact
in
avec
becoming
ce qui est mieux en
simple,
soi.
we are able to be in
parfois
contact
prendre
with
du
what
temps.
is best
Il y a des gens
in
qui ont besoin de
oneself.
plusieurs
Sometimes
jours
it
pour
takes
ça.
time.
Et d'autres,
Sometimes it takes
plusieurs
time,
années pour commencer
several
à
days
comprendre.
or
La
even
vie,
several
c'est comme ça.
years. That's
C'est le karma.
life. It's like that.
Mais
That's the karma.
Plus vite on apprend à retrouver
But the faster you learn how to
vraiment soit la sérénité
rediscover
simple de la
either
respiration,
simple serenity
soit
based
la
on
joie,
your
parce
breathing,
que après la
or
la
joy,
sérénité, le calme qu'apporte le fait de
because
se concentrer
serenity,
sur sa
calm, when you're based on,
respiration
when you're
et se
concentrated on
détendre
your
pour devenir
breathing,
plus calme.
and you
Ça, c'est une
relax and you
première
become
étape. Si
calmer.
on continue, un
That's
jour,
the
on se
first
rend
step.
compte que chaque fois
If you
qu'on
continue,
inspire, quelque chose de joyeux se passe.
you realize that
C'est-à-dire
each
qu'on
time you
contacte
breathe
un
in,
autre
something
aspect encore de-
joyous happens. It's
de la
another
respiration
aspect
et de l'inspire et de
of
l'expire.
breathing
C'est la joie.
and breathing out. It's
Et un jour,
joy.
on sait que
And one day we know
on se réveille triste,
that we wake
on
up
s'assoit
sad.
sur le rebord de son lit.
We sit down on the edge of our bed, even if the dogs aren't there, and some people don't have dogs.
Et on est assis
And,
et on sent
and we're sitting there,
réveil de mauvaise
and we
humeur.
feel that we're in a bad mood, that we woke up in a bad mood. We're
Oui,
tired,
tout le
we're
monde,
fatigued.
toujours.
That happens to everybody, no?
Jamais.
No.
Bien.
Jamais, never. Ah,
Et
good.
à ce moment-là, on s'assoit
And then
simplement,
we
on
sit
inspire
simply,
un moment,
we breathe
et
in,
on sait qu'en inspirant
and
et en
we know
expirant,
that
on recontacte
breathing, when we
une
breathe in and when
réalité
we
qui est
breathe out,
différente de
we
l'humeur
come in
avec laquelle on se
contact
réveille.
with a reality that is
Cette
different
humeur,
from
on sait
the
qu'elle est liée
bad humor
à ce qu'on a
with which we
mal
woke up,
vécu, mal
that was
digéré,
based
mal
on
mangé,
something that was
mais
badly
les
lived,
nourritures qu'on a
badly
apprises en
digested,
soi,
even
des
badly
impressions de la vie,
digested, the
des
impressions
situations,
of
des personnes,
life,
des
situations,
pensées qu'on a eues le
people,
jour précédent.
or
Tout
thoughts
ça,
that
la
we
nuit,
had
ça
the
a été
preceding
mal
day.
digéré, mal transformé.
All that
On
night
se
it
réveille
was
avec, ces
badly
détritus
digested, badly
le matin
transformed,
déjà,
and we
encombré,
wake up with this
mauvaise
waste in us. We're blocked
Et
with
on
a
sait ça.
bad mood.
Et on se dit,
And we
bon,
know that.
ça, c'est une
And so we tell
réalité
ourselves, that's a
Et
reality from
aujourd'hui,
yesterday.
je peux
And
renaître
today,
différemment.
I can be
Et je peux
reborn
commencer une
differently.
journée différemment. Et on commence
I
à
can
faire
start
ça.
a day differently, and we start breathing in and breathing out. And some people go into their shower and they have the same effect. Cold shower.
Tout de suite, ça va mieux. Les gens déprimés,
Cold
prennent
shower,
du froid, ils vont mieux tout de suite.
they become better, feel better right away.
Moi, je vous souhaite une bonne journée.
I wish you a very happy day.
Bonne journée.
Good afternoon.